Now, Ghana is actually enjoying a particular record right now. Now, even though there have been work kasa or the tia or the Nad Danko for the Naban, and at the same time, Dr. Mahmoud Bamiano, you know, these things not starting yet. Now, actually, there was a survey being done in the whole of Africa. Now, it has actually been posted by our engineer someone. Now, this is actually the survey. This is a ranking of the cost of living index in selected African countries as of 2024. In some of these selected countries, they decided to select some countries that they are well known to be of high or offended cost of living, whether high or whether low. What you say will be in Ghana, not the number 20. Ghana the last. So the cost of living in Ghana, it is very low. Meaning there, Ghana is part of the first 5 countries with the lowest cost of living. Sure, look at the ranking. Ivory Coast is number 1 with 44.7%. Senegal is number 2. Ethiopia, Mozambique, Mauritius, Zambia, Cameroon, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Namibia, before Baba, Ghana. In this we catch up there. In Yamanobo, why they mean that? We want to ask a particular question there. In this Yamanobo, why they mean into one na sabi other. Definitely, there may be a reason why I be no boa koso. In this reasoning in there, Nanado, another Dr. Mahmoud Bamiana, why na in a way, was also manage economy. Na be said into one know what they COVID-19 what by Anna. One know now what they said, what they Russia, Ukraine, or what by Anna. Now, the global world order, no one know what by Anna. Because now it is being said there, even the economy of Ghana, it's even growing much more rapidly than even some of the big nations. Not because of anything. But you see, anything that causes vibrance into the economy, it reflects. Sometimes, some of these economies, they have grown. Some of these big economies, they have grown to a point that it's like it is not just about growth again. It is like how they are going to digitize some of their platforms, make it more robust. Making sure the system is already there. They have the growth. It's even there. Not too much of a growth. It will be so significant as compared to AND. One wants to know say if there's 1% growth on oil one economy, it is very significant. But that 1% is said by a big thing. So when they do an African ranking and you check Ghana is 20th, the whole of Africa, Ghana is 20th with regards to the cost of living index. Meaning that Ghana is part of the top 5 countries with low cost of living. And they took into consideration some of these things. Rent, oil index, groceries index, oil restaurant purchase index, local purchasing index. Now, on there was also this particular Modi. There, that means the cost of living in our urban is due to oil mismanagement. They are not looking at the big picture. I always say this. Whenever you tend to look at the bigger picture now, you realize that things are actually working. Because you look at this index, they did it themselves, and the source is Numbeo, Numbeo. That's the source. You can check it on Google. And they did a survey and came out that Ghana is the 20th, meaning that Ghana is part of the 5 countries which has the low cost of living in Africa here. So you tell me that Ghana, the cost of living in Africa, Ghana is way better than South Africa. No big culture there. It is mismanagement. And then we want to ask one particular question. Because just recently, by the end of 2023, opening to 2024, the UK Prime Minister, I remember I did a news about it. I won't share the comment or the comment section and the description box. The UK our Prime Minister, the aftermath of the COVID-19, the Russia-Ukraine war has gripped their economy, and now they are in recession. UK is in recession, and it has to do with the things which has happened, which are global oil situations. It is inevitable. We can't do anything about it. Who can go and stop the war in Russia Ukraine? You can also work with the Uncle, 2 nations are fighting. Hey, you have to sit down with peace talks. That's what's the one. Yeah, what will you do? Russia Ukraine were one upon each other. One upon each other COVID-19 number. And even the aftermath of the COVID-19, that is what has led to some of these things. So economies are moving into recession. There's bankruptcy. People are moving out of jobs. Indeed, if you have a government and a person there, and I remember in one of the state address or nation's address from Nana-Bawumia Gov't Excellency. Okay, in the government, they know how to bring back the economy if it tanks down. But they don't know how to bring people to life because they realize that if you should not give way for you to be at least enrolled and taught with the oil PPEs, dama oil friend that she nose mask in and sanitize the news in and they say you won't use necessary one got in echo. And you one got in echo. Mun kada sabi obi ohwe no ko bia sabi o sabi bia on ankasa na oye but sometimes obi too the sanon that is true but also na bon ho ban because they know how to recover the economy and true to it is true. Now you better be said until the people who are not looking at the bigger picture now, are they telling us that what has happened in the UK as a result of the aftermath of COVID-19 as proclaimed by the Prime Minister now? Does that mean that the British Prime Minister one mismanaged economy nana? Are they trying to tell me that Japan, who's also new prime minister, so I can the same thing that they are also in a recession, also are mismanaging the economy, Anna? Are they also telling us that the American president, also are mismanaging the economy, Anna? Are they telling us that all the African oil leaders have also mismanaged the economy, Anna? If you don't think outside of the box, there is always one thing I know. There, me mami paying always crazy. One ko school crown women. Sabe, onkita economics degree. Nso nyime de bebe wedu no. Ina bebe aga na yebe do no. Nsemi bi esisi a wa ma yedu bebe do yedu. Na even with that nkokwa nyama yede na ogudo de ye. So sometimes you just have to make sure that you have the hope. And share amanon crane. You are trading oil the very thing that you have. Making sure that because as far as the partners said anko hwe bibina anya. I bet you inye bibiara yango pon se nse wan yeduma mu titi nti awai wadwe na ebufo do arms na tena wona asero na anumusu ekom bi obette wono because asema we si wo Ghana wa can the whole of the world no obi better no waka che me there it is actually president bi na waya it is actually false. What about these prime ministers na president and Bob Mundini, the British prime minister, the Japanese prime minister, the American prime minister, African leaders in oil Africa? Are they the fault of oil the economies in their various countries? Because everybody is facing it now. Or sorry, we can't send the break. We don't need mama me paying na meso no wo village ni only degree in economics. But she knows that what has happened in the world now is a catastrophic phase in the world. At the same time, na wakaka can say me pedi ebi said enti COVID-19 kwa ambe no na Russia Ukraine no mbe no former president John Dramani Mahama na pamfo wo NEC no why then the doom say be today if say that might be the doom so nko na ebo mbe 1,000 years ebe mu acha because you ask yourself. We have never been in Dumso. We get some maintenance. Where maintenance wants to go to light in Kaka. And I actually want to use this particular opportunity. Some people are wanting to make it look like there's Dumso back in Ghana. If there's Dumso back in Ghana, they should check it with former President Dramani Mahama Dumso. Is it the same? Because the ECG declares that we are doing maintenance in these areas. Oh, okay. Because of certain people, what is the community? We are going on a particular oil field work. At the same time, with this field work, they have contributed a lot of millions of dollars. It is sometimes you may not understand, but I would want to also urge them there. Perhaps the concern of the people are also important. And say if they feel there, it is actually becoming a problem for them, they should come out and say it so that it can clear their mind. Because we believe it is not doom so, but some people are saying it is doom so. So at least the CEO of oil ECG should at least come out and on streets when whichever place a minimum fee there it has been bent, so that in the end we will be able to get to know the truth. Former President John Dramani Mahama claimed on the NEC oil leaders they solved the doom so, but I remember I did a video about it that they never solved the doom so, and I actually took my time, deliberately took my time. I went in one after the other. They never solved the doom so because the same man who they solved the doom so. They claim that they solved the doom so. They just did the first phase of trying to solve the doom so. The two other phases were not solved. And I'll make sure that with the also bottom description box now. Before me, I forgot to my phone because schedule up on it is schedule. Mamu in the comment section. Actually, if you are UK, Canada, when I shall forward Korea, no in Japan, sometimes and I'm having a bit of the videos and looking for the truth is actually very always burdensome, but we will do the work regardless. In there now on fan cham kakra. Then my business can for my for to my phone because schedule on that schedule. Mama create it in